Welcome to the Decision Tree applet. This applet demonstrates how to build and use a decision tree for supervised classification learning. This tutorial will demonstrate how to build a decision tree with the Decision Tree applet. To learn how to create a dataset with this applet, watch the Create a Dataset tutorial. To learn how to classify unseen examples and test your decision tree, watch the Test a Decision Tree tutorial. When you start your applet, a window will open that looks like this. A sample dataset has already been created for this tutorial. You can modify, add, or remove examples in the dataset by clicking the View Edit Examples button. For more information about using this feature, watch the Create a Dataset tutorial. The large white area is called the canvas and is where the tree will appear. Above the canvas is a message panel where important information appears about how to use this applet and about the decision tree. To build a tree, make sure the Solve tab is selected. When the Create tab is selected, you can create a dataset to build the tree with. Before you begin building your tree, first select the splitting function to use from the Decision Tree Options menu. This will determine how the program chooses a parameter to split examples on. The Step button will split nodes automatically using the function you selected. Notice that the message panel shows information about the split. Each node in the tree represents an input parameter that examples are split on. Red rectangles represent interior nodes, and green rectangles represent leaf nodes. Blue rectangles are nodes that have not been split yet. The labels on the edges between nodes indicates the possible values of the parent split parameter. The color code used for the tree can be found by clicking on Legend for Nodes and Edges under the Help menu. You can manually split a node by first clicking on the Split Node button and then clicking on a blue node. A dialog box will appear where you can select the parameter to split on. The Auto Create button will build the entire tree, splitting nodes automatically. You can adjust the speed of Auto Create using the Auto Create Speed item under the Decision Tree Options menu. You can stop Auto Create at any time using the Stop button. You can also set the conditions for Auto Create to stop on by clicking on Stopping Conditions under the Decision Tree Options menu. To enable a stopping condition, click the checkbox next to that condition and enter the value for the condition to the right. The applet will not split a node if any of the stopping conditions are met. For more information about these conditions, consult the help pages for this applet. When the View Node Information button is selected, you can click on any node to get summary information about the examples, map to it, and other information. Notice that the message panel tells you what to do when you have selected a button. When the View Mapped Examples button is selected, clicking on any node will show you the examples that have been mapped to that node. When the Toggle Histogram button is selected, clicking on a node will change the appearance of the node in the canvas, displaying the output value probability distribution for that node. The Show Plot button will open a window showing the plots of training and test set error over the number of splits. This can be useful for evaluating whether or not further splitting is likely to improve the decision tree's predictions. You can also control the building of the tree directly from this window and watch the plots change. You now know how to build a decision tree using the Decision Tree applet. To learn how to test your decision tree, watch the Test a Decision Tree tutorial.